Welcome to Drink Scale Models. I am Jason, your host. It is Update Monday. I haven't done one of these in a while. It is going to be about what I've been up to. A lot of stuff's going on. It's time for an update. Let's get to the camera and see what's going on. I got a little side camera going here. I got the top camera. So what have I been up to? I've been playing a lot of games. You see those on the channels. I just needed a break. There were some issues with a company that was gonna sponsor me, and then with everything that's happening, that fell through, and then there were some issues with that. So I finally got the okay to move on. So I am moving on, and what have I been doing? So I got into mold making. There's going to be some videos coming out about molding a shoulder pad, making a mold to mold some shoulder pads. If you want to copy a Space Marine shoulder pad, there's going to be some stuff coming out. So you can see that of molding a Space Marine shoulder pad. There's going to be some stuff on making reusable mold boxes, so you can make multiple molds of multiple different shoulder pads. You can make your own custom shoulder pad and mold and copy it. Another custom mold box that's reusable. I got a whole thing on mold boxes, temporary mold boxes with hot glue and plexiglass. And then I got some different moldings I've been working on. A buddy of mine plays guitar in a band, and I have some guitar picks that I've molded up. This one is out of a white plastic resin. This is out of a tintable resin. I made of these diamond picks. Here's the original here. I made this one-piece mold. It's got a little split in it that I can fill with resin. And then I made this one piece that you just kind of fill from the back. And it's going to require some cleanup. I'm still learning the molding process, learning different things. This one was made out of a molding putty, and these were pourable molds. This is a slightly crappier pourable mold, but I'll go into all that in videos on molding, because I'll be copying some scale model parts to make templates for machining and things like that. I also been working on some wax carvings. This is my first carving I've done so far. It is trying to make the ESM logo, like the little black hole thing here. I can pull it on screen. This logo right here, kind of like a black hole swirly kind of thing. So that's what I'm kind of working on. So working on that, gonna put ESM in it, then I'm gonna cast some in resin. This is all done by hand with a pair of dividers. So I was just messing around on this. I'm going to make a larger one out of this block of harder green carvable wax. I'm gonna put it in my dividing chuck, and I'm going to put it on the Proxxon mini mill and show you how that works with the dividing chuck and cutting circles, circular pattern, and things like that. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be coming up. This is stuff coming up in the next few weeks and months. I'm just doing this update to preference what's going to be coming out in the near future on modeling. There'll still be game content video coming out. I have a lot of stuff that I recorded. With those, I could do 2 or 3 videos a day. With the modeling stuff, I get 1 or 2 a week if I'm lucky. So, also back on the table is the LST. The LST, I'm working on that. I'm working on the reason I wanted to get into the molding and stuff, because I want to use some moldable plastic to fixture this, so I can mill out the holes here for the doors, so the doors will be opened. Excuse me. So they'll be working on the LST. This is going to be working on it right now. I plan on doing some work on the Alaska after I get my molds and stuff. After I figure out this molding process, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on the sanding sticks. I have a bunch printed, and they just need to be cleaned up, and then I'll be putting those on eBay. So that's going to be coming up in the near future. But right now I'm working on some wax carving to make parts. I want to carve a custom shoulder pad for Space Marines for my own custom chapter. That's why I'm kind of practicing on the easiest way to do like this swirly black hole kind of thing, because that's what I want on the shoulder pad. So I want to get down how I could use the compass to make the shape, kind of like a saw blade kind of thing, and I want to put that on the shoulder pad. Shoulder pad's going to be tiny, but I think with my mold I can put some injectable wax in a mold to actually do a blank shoulder pad, and then I can add a little wax and carve my symbol on it and then make copies of it. So that's my goal. That's a project. That's an aspirational goal. If I get to it, I get to it. I'm still having some issues with my plastic curing in thin sections. Like, now I can't tell which one's the original. This one's the original. And it has a little flex, but the resin seems to have, the liquid plastic seems to have a little bit too much flex in it. I don't know if it's a mixing issue, because I mix so little at one time, and the weight ratios are 115 to 100 so in weight. So I got some little mixing cups, but I'll give you a look at what I'm using for. This is one of the molds I'm using. It's this EcoFlex 35 Fast. I don't particularly care for it. I prefer this Illumelight High Strength 3. Unfortunately, this takes about 24 hours to cure. I think it's 18 hours to cure, and then it's a full cure in 48 hours. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time to cure. This stuff cures in 5 minutes. This EcoFlex 35 cures in 5 minutes, but it's very bubbly, so it's very squishy. It'll work for a type of shoulder pads that I plan on doing when I plan on casting 5 at a time. They'll be able to pop out without any issues, and I can fill them from one side. So that's something in the works. And then when it comes to plastic, I'm using this Smooth Cast from Smooth On. This is their color match where you can pigment it, and then this is their Smooth Cast 65D, just plastic white resin. So then of course I got some pigments for it. We're doing some stuff with alginate. Here's some of the mold putty I'm going to be using. So there's going to be a lot of videos on molding, working with clay to seal mold boxes and things like that to make two-piece molds. Right now, the only two-piece mold I've made was this two-piece putty mold. I plan on doing a pourable one with a box with a clay wall and all that stuff. That's gonna be coming up. I'm still waiting on some supplies to finish up those videos. But that's what is on the table for modeling. This is what's going to be coming up. It's going to be a lot of molding videos and working on the LST, working with the Proxxon tools. So I believe I talk about the sander and the drill press I use in a video, and I'll be using the mill coming up in a video also. On the gaming side, there's going to be a zombie side on Friday and Saturdays. For a while, I have a lot of that done, and then going to be doing some more Dungeon Saga. So that is coming up. I believe I just did all the unboxings week of that, so I got some more Dungeon Saga coming up. I got my own party of characters. We're going through campaign mode and starting at level 0 and working our way up. It's a little bit more difficult than I had anticipated. Is playing through by the instructions. It's, just the quests that they give you and the heroes and the cards they give you is a little bit easier than playing through it with your own characters at level 0 and paying for spells to upgrade and things like that. So I have both of them going on at the same time, recording at the same time, but I'm working on the modeling videos hopefully twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays, and then on Fridays and Saturdays will be gaming content, And then if I have time, I'll get videos out on the other days of the week. Could be modeling, could be game videos. It all depends on what I have available. So that's going to do it for this update, guys. Thank you for all of you that bared with me, who was here for the modeling, where I was taking a hiatus on the modeling. I appreciate you all sticking with me and helping me out. I'm going to be getting back on it. We're going to be doing some cool stuff. It's not going to be 7 days a week modeling, but it'll be a couple days a week, and there'll be longer, more instructive videos, and, you know, to see me mess up and stuff. So that's cool. So you guys can check me out on social media. I'm trying to post here and there. I don't get to it as much as I want to. I think of, hey, I should post this on Instagram, and I've already moved on to another step, and the picture is not there. So that's that. And then you can also support me on Patreon so I can have more content and all that good stuff. Everybody stay safe. I hope everybody's doing good and, you know, enjoying their YouTube time. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic day.